The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year. They rolled through, and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at this Colt defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Well, the Rams at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that one complete downfield to Cup. And all the way down to the 9. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. 1st down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marshawn Lloyd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they would.
Oh, ball batted in the air. Now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juju Brents. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You talk about this Rams defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This defense for the Rams, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Looking to start the runs, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a 1st down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, And that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Calais Campbell on the stop. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Prescott. And this is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Gay now set to kick it off. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll run on first down. Lloyd. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, LA! Darnell Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to extend their lead.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's deep.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He may go. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have the short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On the carry, this is Scott.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Up the middle they go. Lloyd, he'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On play action, Prescott.
This pass caught. It's Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Adonai Mitchell.
49 yards.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here.
Open man right side is cut, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick pass to Cup.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 26. A gain there of 21 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott now. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA! Puka Nacua, 40 yards. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
In trouble, and he's taken down. multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first carry of the ball game for DJ Dallas.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This is 2nd and 8. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Up the middle, here's Corum.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
They run once more with Corum.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory.
And now here's another interception. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a quarterback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go back to Corum on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
They run straight ahead with Corum.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Dallas up the middle.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out, only got time for a night out, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't getting no younger, so tell me what you want from me, we ain't got too long.